So we're going to go over 5 reasons why resolutions fail, why we make these resolutions at the beginning of the year. We're excited about them. We want to have a new, fresh start. And then if you're like a lot of people, including myself, some of those actually don't come true. So reason number 1, your resolutions fail because they are vague. So one thing that we put out there as our resolutions are things like, I want to be have better health. I want to improve my marriage or my family relationships. I want to make more money. I want to spend less. I want to get out of debt. I want to save more. But these are very vague. They're not specific and they're not motivating enough to get us to move forward. So what needs to be done is to figure out what progress needs to happen and why we're doing it and by when. So it's very important to personalize your goal, um, knowing your strengths and weaknesses and what's likely to happen and what's not. But the bottom line is that goals need to be specific and in your control. So you don't want to say something like, I want to lose 20 pounds, but instead, I want to work out for 30 minutes, 3 days a week. You can control that. I want to save $25 a paycheck by automatically putting $25 into a savings account. You can control that. So what are ways that you can control that are specific, that make sense for you, that you can take pride in ownership of? And a lot of times people see this and they think, okay, the SMART goals. Hopefully a lot of you have heard of SMART goals, and I've added an ER to the end. Some other research has shown that this is effective to make them not just SMART goals, but smarter goals. So we want goals to be specific. Again, instead of I want to lose weight, we want to say I want to work out 3 times a week. We want it to be measurable. So how are you going to actually see the results happening? $25 a paycheck, you can see that that's actually taking place. And then you want to say, is it attainable? Well, if you were not saving any money before, and you don't have enough to maybe save $100 a paycheck, $25 might be attainable. Is it relevant? Are you wanting to save money for a specific goal that you have? And if it's yes, you're trying to save it for vacation or down payment on a house or something like that, then obviously it's relevant to you and you want it to be relevant to you. And then time bound. We need to know when we've reached the goal. So if your goal is to save $600 a year in a year, and then you need $50 a month, and you get paid twice a month, and you're going to save $25 automatically every paycheck, then that is going to happen because you have a plan, it's specific, there's a time put to it, and you know if you are going to reach that and it's relevant to you. So then adding the E and the R to smarter goals, we want to evaluate and understand, is this something that's working for me? Are we on track still? Is there some nuances I need to change? Because we want to be flexible with our goals so that they can move along with what we're trying to accomplish. So then if we just readjust, once we've evaluated and see if everything's still working, then we can readjust so that we can then move forward and have consistency. You got your screen timed out. All right, so we're using the other computer and the screen time's out, so I didn't know that. So I'll keep plugging it. All right, there we go. All right, so then we want to talk about what's the difference between resolution versus goals. And this is important. Resolutions are those things that we've been talking about, that they're vague. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better friend. Okay, that sounds like a good resolution, but it's too vague. And so a goal gives us clarity about what it is we want and in the different domains of life that we care about. And so it could be about your marriage or about your vocation, about your health, but it needs to be very specific. A goal is the one that is written down and has a plan of action so that you can continue forward and accomplish it.